Good morning, y'all. It's Motor Patrick. I got a little bit of sinuses are clogged up or something, so keep tickling in my nose like I'm gonna sneeze. So if I sneeze, I apologize. I don't ever sneeze once. It'll be 9 damn times in a row. But anyway, I'm headed up to the north part of town to help out a friend of ours. She's an older lady, and her husband passed away a couple years ago, so I go up to help her out every once in a while when she needs stuff done around the house. But anyway, I'm headed up to do that. What cluster F is going on here? Anyway, I'm getting this lane. So I'm going up to do that, and got my bike back to the house last night. Got it all unloaded. I didn't, do a little walk around video of it yet or anything. It was, I was working so hard just to get the damn thing in the garage. I got it so it rolls, but the frame rail on the bottom where the kickstand is not on the bike. So yeah, so there's no kickstand. It's not like I can roll it somewhere, prop it up, move some stuff around. So I have my wife out there, I'm rolling the bike. She's moving a couple things for me, and finally got it where I wanted, threw a jack stand under it to hold it up. But anyway, so I got it in the garage. I'll do a little walk around of it today so I can show y'all what I'm working with and what kind of adventure I've got ahead of me. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all about something. I started to make a video of it the other day, and I didn't have my cord to keep my camera charged, and the damn camera died just as I brought it up. Just as I started talking about it. But I wanted to talk about something and get y'all's thoughts, and just kind of, put out what I've been thinking about this topic. It's kind of controversial, so I'm not going to try not to polarize too much on it. I just want to kind of put out some of my thoughts and see if maybe I can get some feedback from y'all. So, I'll just kind of learn from each other. But the topic is the Keystone XL Pipeline. So, I know a lot of people feel very strongly about it on one side or the other. I personally think that we should go ahead with it. And I'll kind of cover that as I talk about it. But basically, what it is, at least from my understanding, is an oil pipeline from Canada, from the Canadian reserves, that passes through several American reserves, and it ends up in Houston, Texas, which is where the main port for import and export of oil is in the United States. Hits the Houston Oilers and all of that. There's a lot of oil stuff down here, oil refineries right around the port and all of that. So yeah, the big thing I keep hearing from the president and from a lot of the other major opponents, who all happen to be on the left side of the political spectrum. They're generally Democrats or liberals of other persuasions. And the main argument against it that I keep hearing is environmental. And to me, here's my thoughts on the environmental part of it. The oil that would be transported by pipeline, by Keystone XL Pipeline, which, by the way, the XL portion of the Keystone Pipeline is actually, I think, the fourth phase in the entire Keystone Pipeline deal system. There's been 3 phases previous that have been completed, if I understand it correctly. We may be on the 3rd or the 5th. You know, I think it was, you know, the XL's the fourth, but correct me if I'm wrong. But so we've already completed portions of the Keystone Pipeline system. We just need to complete the XL, which, from my understanding, is a more direct shot from the Canadian reserves to Houston, and would just economically, it would be more beneficial to our entire energy industry. Now, the big argument has been environmental. I guess the possibility of a leak that would damage the environment, which, you know, leaks are always a possibility in any kind of industrial, when anything that uses oils and you know, any kind of chemicals, leaks and spills are a possibility. I've worked in those industries, and I understand that there is always that possibility of leaks and spills, and it is one of the biggest things that is stressed when training people in those fields, is to prevent leaks and spills. Because not only does it cost the environment, and it does damage the environment, it will kill wildlife, and that's terrible. It also costs the company a lot of money and a lot of time. It can cost jobs. It can cost the consumer a lot more when they go to purchase the product, because, you know, obviously if the company is having to throw a bunch of extra money into containing and handling leaks and spills, they're going to have to make the product more expensive. So it costs everybody a lot. And yet, certainly the environment is probably the number one cost when something like that happens. But because that is such a danger, these companies and the federal government, through agencies like OSHA and the EPA, work extremely hard to prevent that kind of stuff from happening. They work very hard, and I'm tired of hearing environmentalists go out and try to make it sound like these companies, these energy industry companies, just don't care about the environment. Like they want to go out there and just make as much money as possible, so they're just going to dump stuff in the water and dump stuff on the ground. Those companies, trust me, I've worked for them, they're not like that. They want as much or more than anyone else to prevent those kinds of things from happening, because they don't want to be responsible for doing that kind of damage. They don't want to tear things up. They want to do it as clean and efficiently and safely as possible, so that they can pass on the best product to the consumer at the best price. So I just, you know, I get fed up with hearing that kind of attitude from environmentalists and the left in general. But the main point I think I want to make is the oil is that is to be moved by the Keystone Pipeline from Canada to the United States, to Houston, to the port. It's not like it's not being moved if the pipeline doesn't exist. If the pipeline does not exist, it is then moved by rail, by train. And to throw it back to the environmentalists and say, you know, where's your upset about that? I mean, these big diesel locomotives, I mean, they always want to talk about greenhouse gases and you know, the burning of fossil fuels and all that damage on the environment. But I haven't heard them address the fact that at this point we transport that oil by rail, by train. Big, huge diesel engines, usually several per train, pulling these tanker cars full of oil. It's just, you know, it seems hypocritical to me that they won't address those issues with the environment, but they'll address the issues of the pipeline on the environment. So that's one frustration that I have. Another frustration I have is the number of jobs that would be created, even if temporarily, to complete this pipeline. The number of people in this economy that are looking for work and are ready and willing to work their ass off to feed their families, who could immediately have jobs available working on that pipeline. I mean, the president wants to talk about how rough the economy is and how hard it is for people to find good jobs and make good money in this economy. I guarantee you they'll make pretty good money working on that pipeline. And that would immediately be hundreds or thousands of jobs. I don't see why you wouldn't take advantage of creating those kinds of jobs. My next point is how much more efficiently oil could be moved using a pipeline like the Keystone XL. And with that increased efficiency, you cut costs. And cut costs, cut prices. So, I mean, once again, benefit to the economy. People are going to see the benefits, the cost benefits of being able to move the oil more cost effectively. So, I mean, there's another economy benefit. And I think my final issue that I take with this topic is that the president is dead set on vetoing. He may already have. I haven't been paying too close attention to the news. But the Senate passed the bill. The House passed the bill. The two houses of Congress are what make this republic, what make this nation a republic, a representative democracy. Those are the people that we, as the United States population, have elected, have chosen to represent our beliefs and our desires of how the government should be run. And so, I mean, excuse me, but I'm going to call it arrogance and a kind of a slap in the face to the American people and who we have elected to represent us, for the president, after the House, after the Senate and the House had passed this bill, for him to go and veto it because of his own personal beliefs. To me, that's arrogant, and it's a slap back in our face. We chose the people we chose to represent us, to make these kinds of decisions for us. And the people we chose decided to complete this pipeline, and the president says, no, I don't care. I don't care what the people you chose to represent you have decided. I'm going to have it my way. And that, to me, that's a slap in the face. It's not the way this is meant to be run. You know, if our representatives have passed this bill, sign it. Sign it. Let the jobs be created. Let the economy be boosted by it. You know, I know this has gone on for a while, so I'm gonna end it there. But that's how I feel. Sorry, I ended my rant about the Keystone Pipeline, and I cut the camera off because I was at the toll booth, and I realized I kind of cut it off pretty abruptly. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think. I want to hear opinions, no matter how different they are than mine. I mean, if you completely disagree with everything I say, let me know, and let me know. Give me an educated response. Why? I mean, teach me. I want to learn. I don't know everything. I just know my understanding of things, and the way we build our understanding of different things is by learning from others. I mean, there's not a damn thing that you know that you didn't learn from somebody else in one way or another. So let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about it, and what y'all's opinions, and give me information that maybe I don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I welcome that 100%. So let me know in the comments what y'all think, and I'll address them if you want me to. I'll make another video and I'll address some of your comments, or I'll just answer them in the comments. But yeah, I like to know what everybody thinks. So pass your knowledge on to me. Thank you, guys.